When you think about yourself as a professional, when you think about yourself as a father or a husband, one of the challenges that you face is dispelling all of the pride from your life, because that pride is something that will drive you to make decisions that can destroy you, your family, your future, and really put you in a situation where you're living a life of contention. So I wanted to share 3 different points with you, if I could, this morning. One of them is that pride is something that we need to die to. This is something that you need to dispel from your life. And a great example of what the substance of that pride is can be found in 1 John chapter 2, verse 16, where it says that for everything in this world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life comes not from the Father, but from the world. Anything that is driving your flesh to become more vile, to become more depraved, anything that's coming into your life or coming into your eyes and driving you to have more of a debased mind than a mind that brings you closer to God is something that's from the world. The second point is that all of these things, when it comes to dying to yourself or dying to the pride that's found in this world, it's something that you have to do on your own accord. It's not anything that I can force you to do. It's not something that you can be manipulated to do, because after a while, it just won't stick. So my second point is that you need to do this on your own accord. And if you look at the life of Jesus, which is our example, if you're a Christian person, the life of Jesus is your example in this life. If you look at John chapter 10, verse 18, it says, "No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of my own accord. I have the authority to lay it down and the authority to take it up again. This command I received from my Father." So the level of obedience that Jesus was acting in caused him to lay down his life. And it wasn't like he didn't know that he had the power to pick it up. You think that I don't know that you have the power to either be prideful or not? Everyone's already aware of what your decision-making authority is as a person. The question is, can you set that aside for something that's greater than what you are? Can you set that aside for God's plans instead of your plans, which is something that Jesus did as our example? So this is something that you have to do on your own accord. That's the second point. The last point I want to make with you today is that examine your motives. Why are you doing what you're doing? So when you're looking at making a decision, why are you even doing it? Are you making this decision out of pride? Are you doing it because you're trying to be, something to someone? Or are you trying to put on an appearance of something that you're not? So what are your motives? And the last verse I want to leave you with can actually be found in the book of Proverbs, where it says, "All a person's ways seem right to them, but their motives are weighed from the Lord." All a person's ways seem pure to them. So what you're doing seems like, it's all for the right reasons, but those motives, which will be exposed at some point or another, will all be weighed by the Lord. The opposite of pride is humility. And humility is when you're able to leave pride at the door, set that aside to serve others. And that's truly going to make you a champion.